So good morning student. Now we'll be beginning with the next chapter, that is your naive Bayes analysis. So already we have used this in machine learning also. Okay? So naive Bayes technique is a machine learning technique to do the classification, so based on the probability theory. Okay? So naive Bayes is a supervised learning technique, so that uses the probability theory based analysis. So it is a machine learning technique that computes the probabilities of instances belonging to each of the many target classes. You may be having many target classes, so we try to classify an instance belonging to a particular class based on the probabilities. Okay? You will always have a prior probability, prior information of the classification of your individual factors of your each class. So often it is used to do the classification of your text documents. Okay? So you may have you may use this, okay, in fraud detection in the government contracts and all. So you can use a naive Bayes analysis. Okay, so probability, will just have a brief review on the probability. So probability is always defined as a chance of something happening. Okay, so it is probable, we just say it's probable. Okay, that means that there is a chance that this event can happen. So probability values always range between 0 to 1. So with a value of 0 representing no chance and a value of 1 representing a total certain, we are 100% sure that this event is going to happen. So using the past event records, okay, the probability of something happening in the future can be judged. Okay, so we know some information in the past. Okay, so this information we can using this particular information, so we can judge what is a future. Okay, so for example, one can access the probability of dying from the airline accident by dividing the total number of airline accidents related death in the time period by total number of people flying during that particular period. You can judge that if some problems where there some aircraft had frequently met with an accident, so you can judge a probability that, okay, what can be the future. Okay? So by using the past information, you are trying to judge the future. Okay? So naive Bayes model is conditional probability model for classification problem. So conditional probability says that the probability of an event occurring of an event is there provided this condition exists. Okay, so provided this condition is there, then that particular event is going to occur. So that we call it as a conditional probability. Okay, so probability is just saying that that event can occur. A chance of event is that occur. Conditional probability say that this event is going to occur provided some condition is pre-existing. So with that pre-existing condition, only the event may occur or may not occur. So that we are calling it as a condition probability. Okay, the condition is not there, event may not occur. Okay, so P of C by X, the posterior probability of class C, okay, comma target, is given predictor X comma attribute. So this is a posterior probability of a particular class C given some feature set X. Okay, so this is going to judge the probability of a particular class, so with some target variable. So what is given the X, okay, predictor X, okay, that is a attributes. Okay, so P of C, this is a prior probability of a class. Okay, so P of X comma C is a likelihood which is a probability of a predictor given class. Okay, so the probability of a predictor existing of those features given a particular class. So P of X is a prior probability of your predictor. Okay, so now we have already gone into details of this in the previous semester machine learning. You can just go through that, so you'll get into detail of this. Okay, so what are the different probabilities? We're not going to repeat it. We are just going to have a brush up of this. Okay, so if you want in detail, you can refer to the naive Bayes classification in the machine learning chapter. Okay, now here posterior probability. Okay, so probability of a event of a class, okay, provided X is given, is calculated by the likelihood. Okay, so P of X, probability of your predictors over a given class, and probability class probability divided by predictor prior probability. Okay, now P of C slash X, so if you are having multiple features, so this is defined by P of Xi divided by C into X2 and so on. Okay, so this is an example here. Okay, so you may get a problems on this, so which we have already seen in the machine learning. You can just go through that. Okay, so naive Bayes naive Bayes logic is simple and So it is naive-Bayes posterior probability computation. So conditional probabilities can be combined for discrete data and probability distribution. So you can combine for discrete data, okay, and then again finally find the probability of that. So naive-Bayes assumes that all the features are independent for most instances that work fine. So all the features whatever are thing are there which we are going to use it are independent for most of the instances. Okay, so all that features are independent for most of the instances that particular work fine. So they are independent with that particular thing. So limitation of naive-Bayes is that posterior probability computations are good for comparison and classification of your instances. So next we'll be going with the social network analysis. So social network analysis, we see that lots of data is getting generated on the web, social media and all. So how we go about that? Okay, how do you create a network between the data there, and how we are going to analyze that? Social area network, okay, are a graphical representation of relationship among people or entities. Okay, so you create a network graphic, you represent using a graph, okay, among people and entities. So SNA is the art and science of discovering. You discover patterns of interaction and influence within the participants in the network. Okay, you create a network. Okay, anyway, people are there. People are using web pages. They are using lots of information. You can just create a network. You can plot a network between the connections of the represent each individual representing a node and create a connections between all of them. Okay, and this network analysis, if you do it, you could find out what are the pattern of information, what is the type of information, what is the type of conversation is going on between the those set of people. So these participants could be people or an organization, machine concepts or any other kind of your entities. Okay, so the social life of book visualizing communities of interest via purchase patterns. Okay, so you can go into detail of this if you say how the things are working out in a social media. Okay, so this case if you are saying that you can find out what is the social life of people, how do people visualize the things, what thinking people, what region, what people are thinking about, how they are talking about. Okay, so what views are there with respect to any particular topic or policies of your government and all that. Okay, so applications of social network analysis is self-awareness can be created. Okay, you can have you can find out what communities are existing, how the things are going on. So it can be used to do the well marketing and doing the public health awareness also can be created on social network. So developing a network, you can have a ring topology. So nodes typically connect to the adjacent nodes in network, or you can have a hub spoke topology here. Okay, so techniques and algorithms what we are using here on the social network. Okay, so there are two major levels. So discovering the sub networks within the network, okay, and ranking the nodes to more important nodes or the hub. So these are the things, two things what we are going to use there. Okay, so here we complete the fifth module. So that finishes your syllabus here.